Good day, everyone. My name is Regita, and today I will present you my final project proposal that by the title is Risk Assessment Screening COVID-19 with Web-based Forward Chaining Expert Method. As for today's agenda, will be presented by me, Septilia Rita Cahyani, and supervised by Dr. Amay Sorodisrina and Bapak Adianto. As for today, agenda will be separated by 4 themes. The first one, I will explain the background for this project. And then for the second one, I will explain the project goals that has been set. And then for the third one, I will explain the limitation of this project. And then for the last one, I will explain the research method that will be applied for this project. For the background itself, as we may all know that the new coronavirus outbreak in 2019 at Wuhan that has spread all over the world. Coronavirus disease or COVID-19 is infectious disease caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome, coronavirus 2, or we make it short as SARS-CoV-2. The common symptoms that has been recorded by WHO and for the people who has infected by coronavirus, it tend to show symptoms high fever, dry coughs, and other breath. For the number itself, the confirmed case reported by WHO, it showed that the coronavirus has hit more than 108 million people all over the world. Also, for the confirmed deaths because of coronavirus, are reported more than 2 millions and 300 people all over the world. Uh, Coronavirus also has high impact on workers at work area, as we might all know that the workers is a high chance that they will work in the same area for a lot of people and has high possibility to be infected by coronavirus. Because of it, the cooperation have obligation to ensure the health and safety in the workplace in accordance with the regulation law number 1 of 19 and 70. To take, uh, Also, the corporation need to take a further step to prevent new cluster within the company. To prevent it, they need to make administrative control screening system. They need to build a low-cost and effective screening system. Because of those needs, the writer plan to make a web-based risk assessment screening COVID-19 that will be more effective and have low cost. On this project goals itself, will be determined by 3 project goals. The first one is designing a screening design system use initial determination of probability risk COVID-19 symptoms. As for the second one, we evaluate either the assessment system is already running according to the desired scoring value input. And then for the main goal for this final project is to create and designing a screening system using web expert forward chaining method that will integrate with the database. For the limitation, this project, in order for this research to be more focused, so we met the limitation for the problem in the study. We only use this tool to support the initial screening. But for further examination, that must be done in accordance with the procedure provided by WHO. For the last agenda, the method that will be applied for this research project. The first one, I will explain the research flow. The first step that we will take is we identify the problem that will be examined for this project. For the second step, we do a literature study. The literature study purpose is to learn the basic theory used to support and help solve the problem faced in the study regarding to corona health guideline and the application of the access questionnaire form. As for the reference itself, we use white paper, textbook, and research journal. For the next step, we do field study. The field study purpose is to examine the current screening system and evaluate how we can improve it. For the next step, we do collecting data. Collecting data, data that will be collected in this research is the symptoms that will be included in the questionnaire form for the system according to guideline determined by the Ministry of Health in Indonesia, also WHO, World Health Organization, and journals as well. To be to make this research more valid, we also will be conducting interview for the expert. As for the next step, is data processing. Data processing purpose is to get the value of each component of the symptoms variable to score value obtained for each symptoms. The variable itself, the scoring variable itself will be used to determine the assessment process data processing that has been included in the questionnaire that has been made. Also, for the next step, is the main step for this final project is to determine system design that will be used in this project. The system design start with collecting questionnaire of processing obtained data, and those data will be used as the base for the assessment, and we will process it or we will process the assessment to determine the level of possibility either the user have symptoms or not. As for the system itself, we have login flow system on the web server. The first one, we will show the landing page for the user and guide the user to input the user ID and password. After the user input the user ID and password, the system will do login validation. Either the variable of user ID and password are false or true. If it's false, it will return to the landing page. If it's true, then the user will be led to a few option. Are they are student, employee, or guys? After they choose the option, the system will show the dashboard for and the web server. After that, on the dashboard, the user will be guide. Either they will choose the home option, or check-in form option, or logout option. For the check-in form option, will be directed to the next flow system as the risk assessment flow system. For the risk assessment flow system, the system will show the questionnaire and then will lead the user to input the data, the answer data for this questionnaire. After those data from this questionnaire is compiled by the system, we will do calculation probability for the risk assessment for the COVID-19. For the output of the calculation itself will be divided by two. Either they will have the high risk or low risk. If they have low risk, the system will notify the user that they will be allowed to enter the working area. But if the diagnosis shows that they have high risk, the system will recommend the next step or the next action that will have to be conducted by the user. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for the time and the attention.